Welcome, my beautiful friends. Today I'm going to show you guys how to get all of the Primagen keys. Should be pretty simple for everybody. I'm actually going to show you guys with some quick warps, actually. Instead of having to walk through the entire frickin' level, this is sort of an easier way to find them all. Of course, we're playing Turok Remastered, which means you can warp. I don't think you can warp in 64 version. So, first of all, let's do a quick warp, and we're going to head to the Port of Audio, but we're actually going to go on to the village area. So, once you head to the village area, it's actually pretty simple. Now, you do have to make sure that you have every single one of the special talismans. So, that's kind of important. But all you gotta do is follow on over here. And, you know, level 1's probably the easiest one to find. You've probably found it already. You found the tech bow already, and you probably led you to this area. You might have just forgotten where it is. It's very, very simple. All you gotta do is once you have the jump pad talisman, you just jump on the pad. Bam, shazam, brings you right to the frickin' Primagen Key. Primagen Key number 1, found. So once you get back to one of these quick warp things, all you gotta do for level 2's Primagen Key is click on River of Souls Courtyard, of course, if you've unlocked it. Once you pop in here, you're actually gonna have to do a little bit of jumpins, but it's not a big deal at all. Basically just hop up here, go straight instead of turning to the left. And that's going to allow you to jump across over here. So you're going to jump all the way across, and it's going to lead you to a secret area. Now, in this secret area, there's a little bit of poison water that you're going to have to walk through. So I don't know if it's possible, but I think you might be able to do a quick jump and jump to the ladder and might be able to survive. But I'm not positive about that. But once you get here, you do need to get a lot of stuff. You need to have the jump capability. You need to have the poison water capabilities. You need to have all talismans, basically. But those two specifically are required. Everything should be pretty simple, though. I mean, you know, if you want to kill people, go ahead, be my guest. But I'm gonna just do some jumpins all over the place. You know, if I got my explosive shots and everything. But eventually, it's gonna it's gracious. It's gonna lead you over to this ladder over here. You climb up it, and you're gonna get your second Primagen Key.
Primagen Key found.
So we're back in the quick warp menu over here. We're going to go to Death Marshes 3, travel to the location, and we're going to jump in the water right away. This one's actually pretty simple to find. I'm just going to kind of turbocharge all the way across to the other side. Ooh, look at that. He's sitting a little ammo right there. That's nice. There's actually another way to get it. If you want to start at the very beginning of the level, that's fine too. But basically all you got to do is after you go through, I think, the first warp portal, you're just going to kind of hop down at one of the water areas. Right over here, it's going to have like a big water platform. And they're going to want you to go in there. And then what you do is you go down this little hole right here. It's actually going to have a current. So if you don't have this this guy, it's going to take a little bit of work to make sure you don't drown on the way over. Feel free to turn on the map, but it doesn't really help as much as a lot of other ones because it's bluish, kind of a weird color. But you swim around a little bit. There is going to be a few guys that you're going to have to kill. Ooh, we get the grenade launcher. I've got the explosive bullets, so this should be pretty easy for me. But you can see it, the Primagen Key is all the way up there, guys. Here you go, and this is the third Primagen Key.
Found.
So for the fourth key, what you're going to do is go to the blind layer entrance, which is basically the exact same thing as going through the portal at the very beginning. You're to turn directly to the right. If you can see a guy up there, kill him. If you've already killed him, fantastic. You don't need to worry about him. Now, this is going to be kind of sucktastic, so you're going to want to try and snipe people if you can, or just hit him with an explosive bullet or whatever. But this is going to take a long time, mostly because you have to freaking float. So, yeah, like I said, if you want to try and snipe people, go ahead, but usually you're just going to have to deal with it, you know? Look, he's just going to freaking shoot you, you know? He's hard to kill. So, this one is going to be the most time-consuming of them all, though. And then what you're going to do is you're going to jump to the other side. So this is where it gets a little bit on the confusing part. We're going to fall down over here, and there's going to be you're going to need a cave key. So this is where you're like, what the heck? There's cave key. There's a thing over there. What are we doing right now, guys? But we're going to go into this corner. It's kind of a weird corner, but you're going to turn on the map, and you notice, oh, there is a little spot over here, right? There is. So you're going to get all the way in the corner, hit that little latch right there. That's going to open up the door on the other side, which you saw the little exclamation point to. Shoot some grenades in there, because you never know what's going to be in there, man. We get the cave door key, and that's going to finally allow us to unlock this door. Of course, there's going to be more blind ones inside, and spiders, and stupid things for us to kill. Like I said, this one's probably the most problematic of them all. Even more giant spiders for us to kill. And the nice thing is we get an ultra health, but then it portalizes us right on up to the 4th Primagen Key.
Found.
And for the 5th key, you're going to want to go to the Hive Breeding Grounds, which is the furthest area in this this level. It's going to be a little bit of a trek, not a far trek, but it's going to be a little bit of a trek to actually get there. We're going to turn to the right. There is going to be some mantids in the way. Evil mantids for us to take down. And what we got to do is make sure to jump in the poison water down here. You turn just to the left, just turn the corner a tiny bit, you're going to go into this nice little tunnel right here. And this is going to lead you to kind of like a, I don't know, let's get the Mag 50 out. Kind of like a secret area that you already knew existed, but you didn't really know how to get there probably. Or maybe you found it already, but then you couldn't get the Primagen Key because guess what? Of course they're going to have a stupid little area where you need the 6th key, or the 6th level feather before you can do it. So we're going to hop through this nice little portal right here, and we're going to finally get to the secret area where the Primagen Key is. But of course, there's a lot of guys in here. Now this is probably the place with the most enemies out of everything. So what I'm going to do though is I'm actually going to snipe. So what you can do is you can snipe over here, and this is a great way to kill a lot of the enemies, so they're not a big problem for you. So we're going to snipe him. We're going to get ultra health as well, which is kind of nice and helpful. I'm just going to sit here and snipe this guy. Just tank the damage. Not worth it to fall off, guys. Definitely not worth it to fall off this late in the game. Oh, cerebral. That's actually a really good idea. Is the cerebral boar is probably pretty helpful on this level if you want as well. Here's the last guy. I'm just going to get my my cannon out here, and that's of course the 5th Primagen Key. And the 6th key is by far the most difficult. As soon as you walk into Primagen's Light Ship, you see it, but you don't understand what's going on here. If there's 4 green boxes on the side there, and those point to the direction of the switch that needs to unlock it. You need to get 4 switches in total to actually unlock this key. So I think a lot of people are probably most confused. They're thinking you have to run around the entire light ship looking for these switches. That's not entirely true. You only have to look in these separate quadrants. So of course, Primagen's Light Ship is kind of separated into 4 different quadrants. So in the first quadrant, or the first area that you're allowed to go into, you need to come over here and get this go to this uplifting area, back where all the giant red lasers are. It's pretty easy to find this area. It's a necessity to come this way to continue on through the game, so you'll kind of know exactly where you're going. You need to go through it twice. After you go through it twice, you're going to find this random switch over here, which seemingly does nothing. Seems like it just opens the door for you. And realistically what's happening though is that it's unlocking the first Primagen Key switch, and you're on your way to getting your Primagen Key. For the second one, it's a little bit more on the hard side, because what you have to do is you have to get the feather first. So you have to go through, beat this entire area, eventually come back over here, and you get to walk through this this area you couldn't see before. And once you get up to the very tippity top up there, I know it's exciting, guys. Once you get all the way up there, of course you're going to hit a switch, and that's going to unlock the second area. This is going to be the last one you do, though. I want to point that out. It is going to be the last one you do, because you're going to need to get the feather in the 4th area first. But once you're done with that one, bam, you're going to be really, really excited. So for the 3rd key, this one's actually a little bit more on the reasonable side. You know, you're going to be wandering randomly around. You're going to find it. You know, if you just loot around just a little bit, you're going to be able to find it. But eventually you're going to come across this this jump pad. You know, I'm trying to show you guys with the map at least a little bit what's going on. But of course, in Primagen's Light Ship, there's no easy way to just be like, oh, right through this portal, and then you're going to bam shazam. You know, it's just not easy. Just eventually you're going to come across this jump pad right here. You're going to jump to the other side. Which there's going to be a guy over here, and of course a random switch. Now there's 2 other doors over here as well, which don't really do anything. They're just kind of there to confuse you. So yeah, don't worry about those too much. And that's the 3rd one. And for the 4th and final one, you're actually going to find it at the 4th beamy thing. The 4th water cleaner area. You know, you're going to jump in the very back of the pond through the water. You're going to kill the last guy, and you're going to get your 4th switch. And that's it, guys. That's all for Primagen Key switches. I have not seen a good guide on YouTube for these Primagen Key switches. They do take a little time to find if you're going to try and find them on your own, but hopefully this guide will help you guys out. If it has helped you out, be sure to press the like button for me. I do appreciate that. Subscribe if you haven't, because that's going to help me out a bunch as well. And here's your 6th Primagen Key. Have fun, guys. Have fun with Primagen.